Welcome to Introduction to Microsoft Office Excel for Beginners. This tutorial is designed for beginners who are new to Excel. Regardless of your level of experience, I assure you that by watching this video and following along, you will acquire all the necessary knowledge to effectively use Excel. Don't let Excel intimidate you, as you are capable of mastering it. No matter which version of Excel you're using, this video will provide you with the essential information to begin your Excel journey. In this initial section, we will cover topics such as creating workbooks, saving them, understanding the layout of an Excel workbook, familiarizing yourself with ribbon terminology, and navigating through the software. So let's begin. To launch Microsoft Office Excel, hit the window key on your keyboard or click the Start window icon at the bottom left on your computer screen. Then, select the Excel icon from the list of all programs, just like this. It takes you to this very screen as shown here, displaying a list of recently accessed workbooks and an option to create a blank workbook or create from the available template. Also right here is a button provided for accessing more templates. For now, I will opt to open a blank workbook by selecting the blank workbook option. This will open a completely empty workbook in Microsoft Office Excel. Before we proceed with any content creation in this workbook, let us familiarize ourselves with the workbook layout, ribbon terminology, and navigation. Excel is referred to as a workbook by Microsoft, but some persons call it a spreadsheet. Check the title bar right here. It is clearly written as Book 1. A workbook comprises of one or more worksheets. Move down here, lower left of your window, on the lower left of your window, the bottom side of your window, you see it clearly states Sheet 1. A user can add as many worksheets as the job requires by clicking this plus sign. It adds Sheet 2, you click again, Sheet 3. So we have Sheet 1, Sheet 2, Sheet 3. Before we start diving into details, I'll suggest you save your file first by giving it a name. So how do we save our file? You click on File tab at the top and select Save As. Alternatively, hit the Ctrl key plus S on your keyboard. Now type in a name suitable for the file that you're about to create. Example, let us give this our file, Excel for Beginners. Then click Save. Voila, we've saved our file. Let us go back to the title bar right here. Our file now bears the name that we have given it, Excel for Beginners. Then we move to the next stage, which is understanding the terminologies and how to navigate within our workbook. The topmost bar on your workbook is called the title bar, which is this bar right here. The title bar displays the title of your file. Remember, before it was indicated as Book 1, but as we have saved our file, it now bears the new name we gave to it, which is Excel for Beginners. In this case, we have saved our file, so that's what it is. Beside the title bar is called the Quick Access Toolbar. Just as the name implies, The quick access toolbar is for commands that the user uses frequently and they want to access it easily. And most of these commands are not displayed within the ribbon. So by default, the quick access toolbar holds 3 commands such as save, Ctrl S, undo, Ctrl Z, and redo, Ctrl Y. A user can decide to add more commands to the quick access toolbar as he or she pleases. Right below the quick access toolbar and the title bar, this section over here are called tabs. The names are visible. You see the File tab, the Home tab, Insert tab, Page Layout tab, Formula tab, Data tab, Review tab, View tab, Developer tab, and Help. Below these tabs, this section right here is called the ribbon. For every tab a user clicks, the ribbon associated to the tab opens, and they are segmented into groups. For example, as I click on the Home tab ribbon opens. As I click on the Insert tab ribbon opens. Then look closely at the ribbon. There's a line demarcating one group from another. So we say the ribbon are segmented into groups, and the names of each group are clearly written at the bottom of each group. The essence of this, of understanding navigation, understanding your ribbon and navigation, is for easy access in retrieving a command. For example, if I have a pool of data and I want to remove duplicated records, since I have a better understanding of navigation, I wouldn't need to be looking for or playing around doing guesswork. All I need to do is first and foremost select the data range in which I want to remove duplicated record. Then go to Data tab. From Data tab, I look out for Data Tools group. I find the Data Tools group right here. Within that Data Tools group, I'll then select Remove Duplicate command. So it saves me time of exploring through all the tabs one by one and wasting man-hour. Below the ribbon, this bar here is called the name box, and this other bar is called the formula bar. The name box displays the name of the selected cell, and the name is derived from the column label and the row number. Just as when I select column I and row 6, I6 is selected. So the name I6 will be displayed on the name box, while the formula bar displays the content of the selected cell. The formula bar is used to edit the content of the selected cell. Right below the name box and formula bar is the worksheet. And a worksheet is made up of rows and columns. The rows are labeled in numerical order, while the columns are labeled in alphabetical order. As you can see, these are the row numbers and these are the column label. So if I click on column A, the entire column A is selected. If I click on column B, the entire column B is selected. Likewise, if I click on any other column, so on and so forth. The same thing is applicable to the rows. If I click on row 1, the entire row 1 is selected. If I click on row 5, the entire row 5 is selected. If I click on row 7, the entire row 7 is selected. The intersection of a column and a row is called a cell, and the cell holds the value. Intersection means where they meet, the meeting point. So if I click on column I and row 6, my cell name becomes I6. Excel recognizes its content within a cell by their cell names, cell ranges, and cell references. So the cell name is simply indicated in the name box, and it is derived from the column label and the row number. So that is the cell name. For the purpose of this class, we're only going to treat the cell name and cell ranges. While the cell ranges, or you call it a range of cells, is simply the collection of two or more cells that are grouped together. So if, for instance, I select a cell and I drag it to any other cell, if you look closely, it selects more than one cell. It selected more than one cell. Therefore, that is a group of cells, which is called cell ranges. Alternatively, if I click on the list cell name, for example, I click on A2, I hold down my shift key on my keyboard and click E7. It selects A2 to E7. In Excel, how it's written is simply A2 colon and E7, meaning from A2 through E7. That's a range of cells. I hope this class has at least given you an insight of how to navigate within your workbook, how to create a new workbook, and to save your file. Thanks for watching.